Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to discuss about testing and how much money I'm spending every year on testing new ads and new creatives. So I did the calculation. I did spend this year alone 80 million, 546k, 312 US dollars. It's a mix between euros and stuff, so I don't know, I'm not going to do the conversion, you can understand. So on all of that spent, if we talk about the traditional way of actually testing, like doing a stupid campaign for engagement and then seeing what is working, and then or doing an ABO for testing like what agencies do, and then you put a small budget to it and then you scale it in another one, I have spent zero. If though we calculate all of the campaigns that I'm doing and while I'm having sales I'm testing, I have spent all the money that I told you earlier. Let me analyze a little bit on how this is working. So the idea of testing with small budget or testing with engagement campaigns, it's not something that I haven't done in the past, but I moved forward. It's like some people, they like to still follow their ex-girlfriend, for example, and stuff, and they don't move on. It's something that passed. We need to evolve. We need to do something better. And what is it better? To go immediately to conversion campaigns. Now we have also Advantage Plus. There is no excuse for you if you don't know the crazy method or the other things in order to do test or the dynamic creative ads to test immediately. So either you test in a normal CBO campaign with dynamic creative ads, so while you're putting all of these creatives, you have many options and you can narrow down if you want later to the dynamic creative ads that work, or just leave it like this and expand it more with the crazy method. Or you can do Advantage Plus campaigns and you can put all of the creatives inside and just test them, because Advantage Plus is going to pick the best ones. Of course, don't mix together catalogs with normal videos or images, or videos with images, for reasons that we have mentioned to other videos, and you should go watch them if you haven't. The thing here is this: we have our testing budget and we have our normal budget for ads. Most of the times what I see with agencies or other people that they follow this is that they spend an enormous amount of money for testing, and then when they use these creatives to actual situation of selling with bigger budgets and stuff, they don't work. What's the point of testing something to see if it has good engagement and stuff, and then when you put it in a campaign, a conversion campaign with bigger budget, it's not working as it should? Another thing which I'm against testing with this kind of way is that I do believe in the seasonality of Facebook and the result that it has. So one month can be better, another month can be worse. I just finished the video shooting for one video explaining the bad periods and how we had a bad period on September and how it impacted businesses. So there are these bad periods. So if you're testing in a bad period, you're not testing actually, you're just doing a false test. It's like the control that you're not having into your results on that period. So when you're testing something in a bad period, you know that the results are going to be bad. On the other hand, if you test something in a bad period and is doing well, you know that you have a super winner strategy which is working very well for your ad account. Again, I'm not saying that you should not test. I'm saying that you should always be testing, not only creatives, but different strategies, different ideas. The reason that we show all of these strategies in the channel is because we want you to test all of them and see which one is working for you and which one doesn't. And I hope that all of them are going to work so that you can scale more and more. The whole point here is to explain that there is no point for you to have a different budget for testing and a different budget for prospecting. You can combine those. You can test while you are having sales. And this is the most efficient thing that I have seen across our accounts. This is why I never have one campaign for testing and then another one for purchases or prospecting, because maybe the testing is also purchases. There are only few people that they are left now that they are running engagement ads before they run conversion ads. Now I see more of $10, $20 big tests with a lot of different creatives and then moving the ones to bigger budgets. But let me tell you that most of the times the moving to one ad set to a bigger budget, it doesn't work. The problem is that the fact that it's working with $10, it doesn't say anything, because maybe it's an ad set or an audience or something that is going to work with $10 because this is the limit that it has. But if it doesn't work with 50, 100, 200, 300, which these are opportunities that you're getting from a CBO campaign, which is distributing the budget, or you're getting from an Advantage Plus, which is distributing the budget between ads. then you are having something which has been tested and it's provenly working. Something that is not only working in a small budget, but it's also working in a scaled budget, and you can actually scale with that. I could show you on my PC an ad account or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of how I structure them, but I recently posted some case studies. You can see them here or here, and you can go and you can watch over there. You will see a whole structure of advanced plus campaigns, stacked lookalike, crazy method campaigns, crazy method with broad targeting, normal leaders, normal lookalikes. It doesn't matter. You can put all of those with dynamic creative ads, CBO campaigns or advanced plus, or you can use advanced plus with post IDs, which is something that works really well on my ad accounts. At the end of the day, if you want to test creatives or if you want to test strategies, you have to test them into the real situation. Go watch the case studies and you will see there that there is a structure of you not testing and actually having sales and scaling accounts pretty easily. You're losing time by just only testing, okay? We are always testing on Facebook. Facebook is the art of failure, okay? It's about failing a lot of times so that you can succeed 1 or 2. The point here is this: we don't want to test separately, because when you test separately, you're losing time, you're losing money, and you don't know the thing that has worked on September, for example, or didn't work on September because of a bad period, but let's say that it worked on September. You don't know if it's going to work on the next month, or you don't know if it's going to work on bigger budgets and so on. So forget about the outdated strategies about testing in a different campaign. And a lot of times agencies are also using that in order to stall you from losing you as a client, because they want to actually keep getting the retainer, and they tell you, okay, 1 month we're going to test, 1 month we're going to do. You don't need testing. You can go immediately to having campaigns that you're going to test and have sales. So don't fall for that, and don't forget that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my Facebook course, and you can check my website, of course. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.